Have you ever felt foggy, forgetful, or just not as sharp as you used to be? What if I told you some everyday foods might be quietly damaging your brain? Today, I'll reveal 9 common foods that could be harming your memory over time. Let's protect your brain, starting now. Part 2: Sugary Cereals Pastries. Let's start where many of us start our day, the breakfast table. A bowl of sugary cereal, a warm muffin, or a pastry might seem comforting. But did you know these foods are some of the worst for your brain? They're packed with refined sugars and simple carbs, which cause your blood sugar to spike quickly. These sudden spikes and crashes create inflammation throughout the body, including your brain. Over time, this can damage memory centers and affect your ability to focus. Even worse, these sugar spikes can lead to something called insulin resistance in the brain, a key factor in the development of Alzheimer's disease, which many experts now call type 3 diabetes. If you've been experiencing brain fog, fatigue, or memory slips, breakfast might be playing a bigger role than you think. Green Circle, a better choice. Try oatmeal with cinnamon, chia seeds, and blueberries. Or whole grain toast with avocado and a poached egg. These support steady blood sugar and better brain health. Your brain needs nourishment, not sugar bombs. And breakfast is the perfect place to start making a smarter choice. Part 3: Diet Sodas and Artificial Sweeteners. You might think switching to diet soda or sugar-free snacks is a smart move, but think again. Many of these products are filled with artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, or saccharin. These chemicals may help you cut calories, but they come with a cost: your brain health. Studies have shown that these sweeteners can disrupt brain chemistry, interfere with neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, and may even cause headaches, mood disorders, and memory issues. Long-term use of artificial sweeteners has also been linked to shrinking brain volume and a higher risk of cognitive decline in older adults. You see, just because something is labeled diet doesn't mean it's healthy. The Green Circle, a better choice. Drink water infused with lemon, cucumber, or fresh mint. For something fizzy, try sparkling water with a splash of real fruit juice. Hydration fuels the brain. Artificial chemicals confuse it. Part 4: Processed Meats. Let's talk about a food that's often found in breakfast sandwiches or lunch plates. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, ham, and salami. Yes, they taste good. But processed meats are high in nitrates, nitrites, and preservatives that can cause inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain. They also contain sodium and saturated fat levels that reduce blood flow, not just to your heart, but to your brain. Over time, this can impair your brain's ability to form new connections, which we need to keep memory sharp. Some studies have even linked high intake of processed meats with increased risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. Green Circle, a better choice. Choose lean proteins like grilled chicken, turkey, or fish. Even plant-based proteins like lentils or tofu are brain-friendly. And if you love flavor, season your meals with herbs and spices, not sodium-packed cold cuts. Your brain deserves real, nourishing fuel. Part 5: Fried Foods. Now, who doesn't love the crispy crunch of fries or fried chicken? Unfortunately, fried foods are one of the worst offenders when it comes to brain health. Why? Because they're usually cooked in refined vegetable oils like canola or soybean oil that are heated to high temperatures. This produces trans fats and other harmful compounds that create inflammation in the brain. Fried foods are linked to reduced memory performance, slower thinking, and even smaller brain volume in older adults. Green Circle, a better choice. Try air frying, baking, or roasting your favorite dishes. You can still enjoy the crunch without the damage. Your brain is 60% fat, but it needs the right kind of fat. Cut the grease. Choose health. Part 6: White bread, white rice, and pasta. Let's talk about another staple that many of us enjoy daily: white bread, white rice, and regular pasta. These are known as refined carbohydrates, meaning they've been stripped of fiber and nutrients. They break down quickly into sugar in your body, just like candy, and as we discussed earlier, high blood sugar spikes lead to inflammation, brain fog, and poor memory. A study in Australia found that seniors who ate more refined carbs performed worse on memory and learning tasks. These foods offer empty calories, energy without the nutrients your brain needs to stay sharp. Green Circle, a better choice. Try whole grain bread, brown rice, quinoa, or barley. These contain fiber, vitamins, and minerals that fuel your brain slowly and steadily. You don't have to give up comfort food. Just choose versions that support your thinking, not sabotage it. Part 7: Margarine and Hydrogenated Oils. There was a time when margarine was marketed as a healthy alternative to butter. But many of those products were filled with trans fats, and even today, some spreads still contain partially hydrogenated oils. Trans fats are known to raise bad cholesterol, but they're also toxic to your brain. They interfere with cell communication, damage neurons, and have been linked to Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. One study showed that older adults who consumed more trans fats scored lower on memory tests and had more signs of brain aging. Green Circle: a better choice. Use real butter in moderation, or even better, switch to olive oil, avocado oil, or ghee. These healthy fats support the brain structure and help reduce inflammation. Good fat is not the enemy, bad fat is. Feed your brain wisely. Part 8: Too much cheese. Now this one may be a little heartbreaking, especially for cheese lovers. But eating too much cheese, particularly processed cheese, may not be great for your brain. Why? Cheese is high in saturated fat, which, when eaten in large quantities, can contribute to plaque buildup in the brain. Similar to how it can clog your arteries, these plaques can interfere with memory and brain function, and are closely associated with Alzheimer's disease. Also, processed cheeses often contain additives and preservatives that have been linked to neurotoxicity. Green Circle: a better choice. Enjoy cheese in small portions, maybe a few times a week. Go for goat cheese, feta, or cottage cheese, which tend to be easier to digest and lower in saturated fat, and explore new flavors like hummus, guacamole, or nut-based spreads that give you richness without risk. Part 9: Alcohol. Let's talk about alcohol. Yes, even that harmless glass of wine. Drinking alcohol in moderation is often considered okay, even beneficial in some cases. But the reality is, frequent or heavy drinking can be very damaging to your brain, especially as you age. Alcohol disrupts your REM sleep, which is the phase responsible for storing memories. It also shrinks brain volume, reduces neuroplasticity, and increases the risk of dementia. As we get older, our body processes alcohol more slowly, and the effects on the brain can be stronger and longer lasting. Green Circle: a better choice. Try non-alcoholic herbal teas, like chamomile, hibiscus, or green tea. Or even a mocktail made with fresh juice and sparkling water. Your brain needs rest and clarity, not nightly damage. Part 10: Microwave popcorn. It might seem innocent, just a little snack for movie night. But microwave popcorn is another hidden threat to your brain. Many microwave popcorn bags are lined with chemicals like PFOAs, which are linked to hormonal and neurological problems. Some also contain diacetyl, a buttery flavor chemical that may affect brain cells and increase Alzheimer's risk. Even the oils used in many microwave brands are often low quality, oxidized oils that increase inflammation. Green Circle: a better choice. Make your own popcorn on the stovetop using olive oil or coconut oil. Add a sprinkle of sea salt or nutritional yeast. It's delicious, brain-friendly, and you control the ingredients. Sometimes the little things, like how we make our snacks, make a big difference in long-term health. Let me leave you with a story, one that touched me deeply. A good friend of mine, Richard, is 74 years old. A retired schoolteacher, sharp as a tack in his younger years. But one day over coffee, he said quietly, "I keep walking into rooms and forgetting why I'm there. I can't remember people's names like I used to. And it worries me." We talked more, and I gently asked about his habits. Turns out, his breakfast was sugary cereal, lunch was often a sandwich with processed meats, and he had microwave popcorn with soda almost every night. Nothing unusual, just typical, easy meals. But these normal choices were quietly draining his brain of the fuel it needed to thrive. So we made some changes, small, realistic steps. He started eating oatmeal with walnuts and berries in the morning. Swapped the sandwich for grilled chicken and leafy greens. Cut back on soda, and added herbal tea at night. Just 2 months later, he smiled and told me, "I'm remembering more. I feel clearer. I even picked up crossword puzzles again." That's the power of food. That's the power of awareness. You see, aging doesn't mean surrendering to decline. Yes, our bodies change, but many of the symptoms we blame on getting older are actually just signs that our brains are asking for help. And the truth is, we can help. By choosing real, whole foods over processed ones. By drinking more water and less soda. By sleeping better, walking more, staying social, and keeping our minds engaged even with something as simple as learning a new recipe or calling an old friend. The brain is like a garden, it needs tending, nourishment, care. And the beautiful thing? It's never too late to begin. Whether you're 60 or 90, there's still more life to live, more joy to find, and more memories to make. So let's take care of this one precious brain we've been given. Let's feed it, protect it, and celebrate the wisdom it carries. And if today's message helped you in any way, I hope you'll share it with someone you love. Because caring for our minds is one of the greatest gifts we can give to ourselves and to those around us.